Hi viewers, welcome back. Merry Christmas. I've had a few sets of wagons this Christmas, so I thought I'd take a quick look at these today. I have covered this wagon before. It's a dapol HJA wagon, and I've got a few sets in Freightliner livery and one set in GB rail freight. The area I want to take a look at on these models today is the bogies. I'm going to paint the dampers which are on the ends of the bogies, the axle boxes. We'll have a look at the wheels and the grab and rails which sit underneath the buffers on the outer end wagons only. Colours I'm going to be using are white matte number 34, yellow matte 154 and grey matte number 64. I'm going to be using this Alfred's matte black spray paint as well, and also the Rail Match Frame Dirt Sleeper Grime, and that's in a spray can as well. I'm just going to pop the wheel sets out of this Freightliner set now. I'm going to spray these black, and then on the other set of wagons I'm going to spray them with Frame Dirt. These are all the wheels off one of the twin sets, and I'm going to spray them all in black on one side and then just revolve my hand over and spray all them on the other side, and then I'll clean them up with a cotton bud. I'm going to start with painting the dampers next. That's in grey. Painted the dampers now, I think they're dampers anyway. Next up is the axle boxes here. And on some of the Freightliner ones, this swing bar here, I think it's a swing bar anyway, some are painted yellow and some are painted white. So I think I'll do one rake with the swing bar yellow and two of the wagons with them in white. Hi viewers, welcome back. Several days have passed since I started doing this video. I've been busy with one thing and another, and we're now in the new year. Happy New Year everybody. So these are the wagons now, the swing bars, axle boxes, dampers, handrails and wheels painted. This one had its wheels sprayed with the Alfred's matte black, and I've just added a bit of variety between the two different twin sets of the Freightliner livery. I think they turned out really well. This is one of the wagons out of the other twin sets, and I've done this one slightly different. This one's had its wheels sprayed with the Rail Match Frame Dirt, and parts of the bogies have been picked out in white, and the axle boxes have been left unpainted as well. It just offers some variety between the different sets. Here's the GB rail freight set, well, one of the wagons anyway. And these have had the axle boxes painted there, the dampers and the grab rails, and the wheels were also sprayed with the Alfred's matte black. I've got several sets of these wagons that I've collected over the years in both liveries, and these will go on to join the other sets that I've got. Unfortunately, all of them are boxed up in storage. So hopefully a big push soon to get on with getting a new shed put up and start a complete new layout. I'd like to thank everybody who's rated, everybody who's commented, and everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thanks very much. You stay safe out there, peeps, and I'll catch up with you soon. Hi viewers, welcome back. We're going to take a look at this dapol HIA wagon today, doing some weathering. I'm going to paint the wheels on it, and in the detailing pack there's some air control pipes and it's not a flashing tail lamp, but there is a tail lamp in the detailing pack. So we'll do this wagon as the last wagon in the rake, if you like. These are a few other wagons I've done in the past. They're the same wagons. These have been done with an airbrush and then finished off with the Tamiya powders. The wheels have been painted as well as the axle boxes, and they've had KD couplings added to the wagons as well. I've removed the wheels and I've painted them with the Umbro Enamel 113 with a brush. I've then cleaned the brush up with cheap thinners, and then I always give them a spray after with the airbrush cleaner. The paint I'm going to be using now is the Rail Match Frame Dirt 402, and I'm going to stir it up with this paint stirrer. If you haven't got one, don't worry, I didn't have one until years ago. I used to just use cocktail sticks or a very thin screwdriver and that. However, what I was doing in a few minutes, that does in seconds. So I'll be using that, and I shall be putting a little bit of thinners in here first with a pipette, and then some paint in afterwards, and then I should just mix it in, and we'll spray the wagon with the airbrush. Okay, this is nicely mixed now. I've added a bit more thinners to it. Stir it in now, and then I'll get a piece of kitchen towel in the extractor and just do a test run with this first. That's how I tend to do mine anyway. So I'm just going to do a test run now on this piece of kitchen towel to see how the spray is coming out of the airbrush. This is a Badger's airbrush, really old, it doesn't owe me anything, it's just been with me a long time. I'm happy with that, so I'm ready to make a start on the wagon now. We're happy with the amount of spray that we put onto the wagon now. We can move it back away from here and get it back on the workbench again. If at this point we're happy with how the model is looking, we can then go back and clean up things like data panels and the handbrake wheels, etc. by using a cotton bud with some thinners on it. I think that'll do for today. We're going to let this dry overnight now, and then come back and have a look at it tomorrow. I'm off down the pub now for a pint. Hi viewers, welcome back. So we'll pick this up again today now, and this is dried nicely, and the wheels have been put back on again there, and you just see there where we've picked the I think it's for the brakes on off out there for the brakes. You can see where we've wiped that yesterday with the cotton bud with the thinners on, and then I've just been doing another wagon I did alongside this one, and that one's had its wheels painted black. And now we're going to add some Tamiya snow powder, if you like. It's called snow there, it's in pack B, and we're going to add that to the body side, and then we're just going to brush that in an up and down motion along the sides of the bodies, the bogies and the underframe. Not the easiest thing to show you because there's very limited room in here, I must say, but just a little bit of powder. I'll start here with the bogie bottoms. I'm just going to rub sideways. And just up and down motion. Let the powder just work its way in. And you can do these as heavily or as lightly weathered as you want to, and you can see straight away the difference. Just that little bit of powder is made between that bogie there and that one there. And on the body sides here, just gently start working your powder on. This is how I weather my wagons, but everybody's got their own ways of doing things, their own methods, and you can put as much of this on or as little as you want. I've just removed this back part of the tension lock coupling off the end of the bogie, and then we're going to be fitting the red and yellow air control pipe and the dummy flashing tail light. I'm going to be fitting them on with some of this tacky wax. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us and taking a look at this project together. It's not an easy thing to record, to be honest with you. Well, it isn't for me anyway. But hopefully there's a couple more wagons here added to the rake. We've got a little bit of variation within the rake as well. We've got the wagon that you can see there where the axle boxes haven't been painted. Some of them have in real life, some of them haven't. We've mixed it up a little bit, and that's what it's all about. It's all about a bit of fun for me. We'll take a look at some other wagons and other ways of weathering different wagons. I've got some PGA wagons over there from Cavlax models. They're being weathered with powders first, and will be weathered with the airbrush after, with enamel paints, whereas these have been done the opposite way around. You could do a lot more with these. I've done enough for the amount of wagons I've got to weather. They're looking well to me. The other thing that can be added to these wagons as well, of course, is graffiti. You see a lot of these wagons covered in graffiti, so it's just something else that you can do and add to it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank everyone who's rated, everyone who's commented, and everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you soon.